Hey guys, this is Lady Bilbanen coming to you from my car in the great state of Texas. It has been a while since we've last seen each other. I'm so sorry, and I'm still working on the additional video for divorcing a narcissist with some resources for people who are needing to be divorced from one in the state of Texas in particular, because that's where a lot of my statutes are going to be based. Where all my statutes and stuff that I cite would be based in. So, yeah, let's get started. Today's topic, it's a story. It's about having a backup plan when you are sharing custody with a parent who you suspect to be toxic and or pathologically narcissistic, which I suspect my ex-husband is. This is not to bash him, it's just to bring to light some of the things that you might have to deal with when you're trying to parent with this person. I won't even say co-parent, because I personally do not think that is possible. What you do on your time is what you do on your time. You will find that you won't be able to control anything at the other person's house. Beyond being able to get something legally done. Other than that, don't expect the narcissist to share information with you, to explain anything to you, to do anything on time. People are different. I won't say that everyone is impossible to work with, because some people might happen to be great parents. But that would be because they're trying to put on a show and dig into the other parent as much as possible. Because what you will find that they will do is that they will do something that they were supposed to do as a parent. Nurture the child, feed the child, but they'll show it off and they'll try to present it as proof that, oh yes, they are the good parent, because you have to be the bad parent. Someone has to be the bad parent, and it's going to be you, because it can't be them, even though behind closed doors they don't necessarily live up to being a parent, much less a good parent. Anyhow, as I was saying, this is a story that's going to illustrate something that you're going to have to deal with when co-parenting for narcissists. I find that a lot of videos out there don't really have a lot to say about what it's like to have to parent with a narcissist. A lot of them deal with moving on from them, which they should. You should definitely be moving on from your narcissist and healing, doing some self-care and self-reflection, self-reflecting and introspection and all of that, because it is a journey to go from one stage to the next when it pertaining to moving on from the narcissist and rebuilding your life. Anyway, this past weekend was the children's time with their dad, and we had talked about and agreed that he was going to drop them off on Monday morning between 9 and 9:30. I thought, this is a little later than normal, because I figured he works at a certain time, so I figured he would drop him off early, but I didn't ask questions. I was like, okay, great. That gives me some time to relax and get the house clean and catch up on some things and work a little bit. So Monday, 9 a.m. comes. I have started to bake muffins for the kids to have when they come in. The last time their dad dropped them off, he dropped them off with some donuts, which I thought was very nice. So I figured, it might be the same thing, but I would have muffins for them in case they didn't get to eat, or in case they want something in addition for like a little second little breakfast. Anyway, we had agreed that they would be dropped off between 9 and 9:30, and his new wife, the new supply, said the same thing essentially. And 9 a.m. rolls around, and I have not heard anything. I haven't received the call. I prefer to get messages through our app that we use to communicate through. If not that, then I'm open to calls and texts when it comes to the children and emergencies. So, anyhow, I send a message through the app wanting to have clarified the time that the kids would be home, and I state that I'm at the house. I don't hear anything back. I'm thinking, okay, maybe his phone is off. But why would it be off if he has to go to work or whatever? But knowing the ex-husband, who routinely is riding around with like 5% and, you know, having his phone off and stuff, I figured this is a possibility. I tried to call and go straight to voicemail, so that confirms that. So I'm starting to get a little anxious, as I always do when the kids are being dropped off. I do have a concern sometimes that the kids might not come back for whatever length of time the ex feels that they should be with him. I wouldn't put it past him, who I believe is a toxic individual, to try to withhold the children. Now, there are legal consequences to that, and he knows that, but he's also, like a lot of narcissists, emboldened because they feel justified in doing whatever they have to do, even if it's illegal, if it inconveniences you, whatever. It's all about them. So anyhow, I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked, and I do apologize. Yeah, I bet you can tell how annoyed I started to become. It's always a hassle communicating with these people and dealing with these people, these types of people, I should say. So after it goes to voicemail, I send a text message to the new supply, and I ask her if her husband, the ex-husband for me, had left already, and she tells me that they had to wait for the kids' clothes to dry because they smelled like pee. And I was like, what? I went through those clothes and I packed them myself. I had them up to my face, so I would have smelled them if they smelled like pee, which is weird because some of those clothes were like just freshly washed and dried. So anyway, I'm thinking, what? But whatever. I tell her, well, okay, I don't recall packing clothes that smell like pee. All right. So then I get a call, and it is the ex-husband who says that his phone is dead. Well, yeah. And that their dryer didn't work, and it was brand new, but something on it had malfunctioned, and they had to dry their clothes and the kids' clothes, and, you know, it was just causing them to be late, and, you know, getting there. So they wanted to know if I could drive to downtown or meet them somewhere, you know, outside the courthouse to pick up the kids, because they had court for traffic tickets at 11. And I'm thinking to myself, what? Okay, you know, and they're talking about, you know, not having fed the kids, and they could get them something to eat after the court appearance. I was like, oh no. So I asked the ex-husband to tell me where it was located. I mean, I already had an idea of where it was, because I looked it up, because something came from the city of Houston, which you know, which I figured it would, because the ex-husband told me of how he got a ticket for like no seatbelt and some other stuff when he was with the new supply back last year in December. They were going to downtown to do something related to the ex-husband's personal business, which I won't detail here. And they were, I don't know what the situation was. All I heard was that they both didn't have seatbelts on, and the, you know, cop gave them tickets. So anyway, they had to go to court that day to answer for those tickets in December of last year. And I don't know, they didn't think to get their clothes ready and set out prior to that, since they'd have to get up and deal with the kids and stuff, so that they can get them dropped off, because they live over an hour away from, or about, oh no, actually I think it is about a little over an hour from the nearest big town outside of the city that I live in. and then it would take them about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on traffic and whatever's going on, to get to my side of town from over there. So, you know, they obviously would have been late if they tried to drop them off at my house and then try to go to this court appearance. So they wanted me to drive up there, and I was thinking, this is downtown. It's a weekday, or come on, it's a Monday at that. Now, you know, it's the start of spring break for my kids. However, you know, it's just a lot going on at one time, all of a sudden. And I sort of paused, but instead of snapping at him and rolling, well, he wouldn't be able to see me roll my eyes, but instead of, you know, coming across and through the phone like I was rolling my eyes, I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, I really don't have the money to be parking anywhere, you know, downtown, but yeah, let me see where it is, and you know, I'll give you a call back. So I looked it up, and you know, confirmed where it was, and I called back and said, hey, I'll go ahead and come through, and I'll even bring some muffins. So that's what I did. I packed up the muffins I had baked. I expected to give the kids around 9:30 at the latest, and I took their jugs of apple juice and orange juice. I went there, I picked them up. We had a little, you know, breakfast party in the parking lot. We had a great view of some downtown buildings, and it was fine, you know. And then, you know, I've had the kids, you know, ever since then. So, you know, the upside is that I got the kids back. I got to take, you know, a fairly easy drive downtown, took up some gas and time, but hey, I'll do it when it comes to getting my kids and doing stuff for the kids, making sure that they're not sitting for like an hour or two or so, you know, and actually, you know, 3+ hours, because it probably would take about maybe an hour or so to get done with that business, and then another maybe 20-30 minutes to go to a place that they want to eat, you know, nearby, if it's like a restaurant for all of them. And they want to go to McDonald's, and I think there's one in that area within like, I don't know, like 10-15 minutes, but anyway. Yeah, you know, just expect to be inconvenienced, but always have a backup plan. Expect the unexpected. And in past videos, I said that you really have to have some alternative plans and prepare for them to F up your morning, afternoon, and evening. Prepare for them to want to flip the script at the last minute. You know, I went ahead and I met them up, you know, told them it was no big deal, you know, got the kids and left. Why make a scene? You know, save it for, you know, your journal or videos like this. You know, this morning I was watching a video from Escape from Crazytown. It's one of the channels I recently started watching. I really like it. The lady has a really cute voice, and she has some really great information there. I do enjoy her videos. She was mentioning in this video I was watching that she stayed anonymous because there were still people in her life that were narcissists that she deals with, and you know, didn't want to come bashing people. I suppose the ex would find this as bashing him. I'm not saying anything that's not true. You know, I mean, I did have to go up there. This was last minute. You know, I can only convey what was told to me. So, yeah. So, this is a long video. I'll go ahead and end it. I gotta get on with the day and finish up my breakfast and everything. So, thanks for joining me. I promise I will get out that additional video about divorcing a narcissist. Life's just been kind of crazy, guys. The last couple of days with me me getting my health checked up on, which I'll update you on a little bit later. Is nothing life-threatening. Nothing life-threatening. This is something I've had to deal with. I want answers about. So anyhow, I will catch you guys later. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of me in your feed, then go ahead and click subscribe, and to get notifications of more videos that will pop up as a notification on your phone, go ahead and hit the bell button. Thank you again, and have a great day.